Satnam. Wow, we are building up to something big. Do you feel it? So this weekend, we are coming to this full moon, blood moon, close moon, powerful moon, lunar eclipse. The sun will be in Aquarius and the moon will be in Leo. It's that last leg. Even though they're not really counting this in the eclipse elevator, it is that one last shot with that Aquarius and Leo. But there's a lot of other players, you know. There is Sagittarius, Jupiter, there's all that Capricorn energy, and there is your personal journey. Always keep in mind that astrology, DNA, spiritual guidance, all of it is energy to use, to not be ridden by it, but to rise above it, to use for your evolution. And this week in particular is asking you to breathe into your Satnam. That Leo North node is about who are you? Satnam, Satnam, Satnam. It's about being willing to shine, but that Leo's always connected, right, to Aquarius. And how does that connect to the biggest picture and to society and to the surroundings that makes everything whole and right and good? If you're still feeling like, oh, I'm a little bit off kilter and I'm not quite into this new year, this weekend might really shed some light on why and where. I think for all of us, there's something coming up about what do you value? Who are you? What do you love? And why do you love it? You know, it's so interesting. When I was thinking about putting this video together, I was thinking about my wedding band. I have one little wedding band. And I've had this since I was 25 years old. I'm 52. And I used to have this big diamond thing on it too. And the diamonds kept falling out, the ones that were like on the side. And then I got this flat one, like, okay, so maybe it's because I do all this stuff and I can't have anything big. No matter what, it really never worked. And I remember this point with my husband and I, like, maybe you just need some big statement. And I thought about that. You know, do I need that to say, this is how much he loves me. This is what it is. This is who I am. And I realized no. And I'm not saying this is true, because every single one of us has a different kind of alchemy and what needs to happen. That wasn't true for me. I needed a husband that would say, I will buy you a gong. I needed a husband that would say, you know what, if you want to take that yoga retreat, go. I needed that. I needed someone to see me for who I am. And sometimes, you know, it is a big set of diamonds, you know, because it's talking about the alchemy and the amount of energy you're going to collect in maybe a personal and loving way. Every one of us is different, but it's about, this Leo is about Satnam. Who are you? Do you know? So even though I realize that, I want to say that I have had at times some like difficulty being in that, like, do other people think I should have something different? Am I settling, and why? And then knowing who I am, really realizing no, because what I really want is something so different. I mean, if I could have the gold, it would be that he loves me and he supports me and he's there for me, and when I need him to listen, he does. And what I really wanted out of a husband was for him to be the man and the dad that I never had. Satnam. This Leo and Aquarius, you see that Leo, how it feeds my soul and my whole life? This last full moon, when it opposes Aquarius, it's saying to the heart of who you are you attracting, are you being who you are that makes it a gift to the world? And, you know, as much as Leo wants to fit in, Leo, you know, it just shines and it doesn't give a fuck what anyone thinks in some way. So we have to really be in touch with that. Like, maybe your truth is different than what you think society wants, or that you've been brought up to think you want. This is your last, like, slap in the face, like, get it, right? Because being who you are and shining in that is going to go into this whole next 12 months of Capricorn and Cancer. And Cancer is going to want you to love who you are, be at home with who you are, be cozy with who you are. I'm really cozy with that truth. But like everybody, like you and me, there are parts of me that I'm not so cozy with. So it depends on where all this is lying. So my personal relationship and marriage is one thing, but maybe my relationship with work or the way I present myself is another thing. And is that Leo finally set this weekend to be shining in a way that not only feeds me, it feeds my community so I can be cozy with it. We're going to do an amazing thing this weekend. We're going to do this personal retreat. We have 3 spaces left, and I really have to know who's coming by Wednesday because of the catering. But anyway, no pressure. But we're doing this personal retreat to really set our community, you up with, I am certain of who and what I need to bring, but maybe I don't know how to be cozy with it. And part of that, what we're going to unpack, is the giver and the taker. And everybody's like, what? They always want Tony and I to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about who the giver and taker is between him and I. But what is important for you to know, the giver in your life is God. And the giver in your life is your soul. Your soul is trying to give you something. The question is, are you taking it? We're going to get really in touch with what is that taking energy. I think that there's like a trigger with taking. And we're going to deal with that, because if you want to really step into your destiny, you got to take the light of your soul and let it move into the parts of you that maybe wants to be hidden, right? We got to do that together. So, get in touch with us and sign up for that retreat. And then the next day, we're doing something really powerful, and it's going to be kind of plugged in on a different plane several times this year. And we're going to do this sugar-free reset. And it really is about sugar. It's about trying to grab sweetness out of the things we eat rather than the sweetness of our soul. And how do we address that when everything in life is like, have Starbucks and have a brownie and whatever. And it keeps us from drinking in the sweetness of our soul. We're doing this because I want you to win. And this is all a build-up, to the main finale, which is the Maharaj method. And we teach that in our teacher training, which is beginning on the equinox, March 22nd. The Guru is you. You can be a Kundalini teacher. It's going to substantially benefit your business and your relationships. It's going to help you as a coach. It's going to increase your ability to have love and light as a healer, because it connects you to the deepest part of who you are, and we begin to unpack what's blocking you from your greatness. And this moon, this weekend, is that one last shot. Look at you. Are you looking? Are you seeing? What are you seeing? In a blink of an eye, in one yoga class, in one meditation, you can get into alignment with what that soul of yours is saying. One of the best meditations is to bring your hands into Gyan Mudra, down into your knees, straight elbows, like really sit like a proud yogi. And inhale, exhale, and just chant very long and slow, and really listen to it and really be moved by it. It is the Kriya to open up the biggest truth, the Satnam meditation. So you just simply do this. Sat. Nam. Sat. bringing yourself into your truth, preparing yourself for this weekend. And that Leo spotlight, you know, it's like Leo is like Simba. Has anyone watched the Lion King, right? And Simba's like, I'm standing in the spotlight, you know, everyone's looking at him. And he just can't wait to be king. Leo is the king and queen. You just can't wait any longer. And for each of us in the collective, in this huge, beautiful earth, in this universe, can you just be you? Because now we move into Cancer. And Cancer is going to bring us into the heart. You know, after all, maybe a little bit of a self-centered 2018, we're going to bring that gem into the, you know, like the perfect setting, like a diamond ring, the perfect setting that is going to bring that into cozy, loving, how it serves your family, how it serves your community, and shine in the best way. We got to do this. So, I love you. Whether I see you this weekend or not, do something that awakens you to the deepest part of your truth. Hope to see you at our retreat. Yeah, we don't have that much space because I got to get the catering ordered. But we have three spaces, and it should be you. And I want to say one last thing. Tony and I are a part of Rise, and I'm going to talk more about this next time I'm on a video. Rise, Rise Women, and I am so in love with Kenlyn, and that she wanted my man to be a part of Women Rising, and we're going to talk about why that's important. Satnam.